Hey, Kevin, let me get you in the field. Had an olive drab colored one, wasn't it?
Was there one up here?
Yeah. Well, last year. Conversion with it. Yeah. But that's a twin-engine Cessna. That's just.
Because that's not what its mission was. No, Nathan, it definitely couldn't outrun things. It just.
Like I listened to my husband.
I also want you to know that I have the answer to a frequently asked question. The hair is genuine too. I am not a news helicopter, the first one. We have the only West Tennessee reporter in Tommy Stafford, based in Dyer County. Let's give Tommy a round of applause. When you have news in this part of Tennessee, we hope you'll call Action News 5, and we hope you'll call Tommy, because I guarantee you he'll be here first. We want to cover your story. We're very, very proud to be a part of the Air Show 98. They've been very proud of our sponsorship, and we intend to continue to sponsor this event for many years to come. And it is true that Channel 5 was the very first TV station in the state of Tennessee. Many of our friends in Nashville are a little jealous about that, but But we started on the air December 1st, 1948. Big hand. Thank you, Pat. Okay, the yellow microphone needs to come back forward.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare the buzzers they pressed through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er thy land of the free.
Notice the four-man speed stop. They are now tracking away from each other. The jumpers are currently placing their canopies through a series of controllability checks. These left and right-hand turns ensure that the jumper canopy is functioning properly. In the unfortunate event that the jumper should encounter a malfunctioning parachute, he has the ability to safely release his main and deploy his reserve or backup chute. The canopies used by the Spring Eagles are high-performance Ram Air canopies made of a lightweight ripstop nylon fabric. These parachutes are highly maneuverable and have a forward speed of approximately 20 miles per hour. In the jumper's hands are steering toggles attached to the rear of the canopy. To turn left, the jumper pulls on the left toggle. To turn right, the jumper pulls on the right toggle. And to stop the canopy or slow down, they pull on both toggles. Let's watch as the jumpers maneuver their canopies in the air. Originated back in 1958 through the infancy of precision free fall itself. Early team members were soldiers who volunteered their free time in order to perform quality parachute demonstrations. After many years of success, the Army decided to form a full-time parachute team. They are known as the Golden Knights. In 1984, the 101st Command Group opted to form its very own full-time parachute team. We are known today as the Screaming Eagles. Staff Sergeant Charleston, North Carolina, with over 1,000 parachute jumps. Sergeant Pete Martin. And flying the Tennessee flag. Here was
They open up in a formation loop. Going about the same speed to join up together back into formation. You notice David around and drop in trail on the SNJ of in-trail maneuvers. That's the one thing about these airplanes. Once you set them in motion and leave the ground with them, you can't stop us. So watch right now. Bringing the aircraft in. From left to right, nose coming up. They're just going to follow through the concentric maneuver. Way around in the large enormous loop. In that same path, color, that's because that's watch for maneuver. Straight away from the crowd, a little bit farther than he needs to for the downwind leg. Now they're not even abreast of each other yet, but he's already banking the turn. And once again, not being modified for air show flying, just in its standard original military configuration. Sometimes a turn like that will take both ends, the horse that sticks. Well, anyway, I'm not the technical guy, even the doctor class when they get down. Now you see the barrel roll. Just rising left hand turn. Maintain a positive Z-force all the way through this loop. Here you get a little bit different view. Hope you got your cameras ready as the Wings of Gold T6 formation T2. You appreciate the flying as they're doing here for you today at Air Show 98. Barrel roll, also called a victory roll. A big climbing left-hand turn that goes all the way around the roll axis. And I'll tell you what, he's got a better smoker on that little old airplane with that little old engine than most of them you see. There's a hammerhead turnaround. Until then, from the left, he'll pass through Air Show Center, pull back on the stick, going to the vertical. There's about 90 degrees. There's about halfway through. Right about here, he'll pull the nose up in the vertical. He'll execute the old barnstormer's loop. Right here he goes forward on the stick to round it off. He doesn't want to chop too much altitude off the top. Now he's gaining quite a bit of airspeed, but you can bet he's going slower than he was on the entrance on that first loop. And yet once again, now right there you can see how slow he goes to the top. That loop's not going quite as high as the next one. But watch the recovery right here at the bottom. Minimizes that altitude loss. And 3 times through the loop-de-loop. And still got plenty of altitude. There's a man that is absolutely in control of his air. And then back to wings level, doing a full roll, just hesitating halfway through. All right, another hammerhead turnaround. His nose going straight up till his seat gets light in his back. Kicking the rudder, bringing it right back down to terra firma. Kicks the rudder. back down into Air Show Center. And into a half Cuban 8. On left formation, the North American AC-6 SSJs. Say, well, wait a minute, a couple of those, that one actually uses a military trainer and an aerobatic trainer. And passing in review now, the L-17 Navion. Bill, would you call that a four-man C-51?
Exactly. At the end of World War II, North American, in most aviation.
Bless your heart. Here's somebody. Hall's band sent me over an ice cold Diet Pepsi. Bless their hearts. Thank you very much.
We got one for the Air Boss here, too.
I got one for the Air Boss. Thank you to the Hall's band.
Original state. Originally built by North American, the people who built the C-51 Mustang, later built by Ryan Aircraft Company and Bushmaster, and a whole lot of different people built them. And a whole lot of different modifications for them, including tip tanks and bigger engines. Of course, there was actually an L-17 that was General MacArthur's personal aircraft there for a while. They landed those things on carriers. The Fairchild PC-26 you see flying by was actually one of three variants made by Fairchild. One had a radial engine known as the PC-23. Another one was an open cockpit known as PC-19, and of course this was a PC-26 with a canopy. That's the those airplanes left anymore, Dennis.